Why, yes, I am wearing a 2024 Phoenix Highland Games athlete t-shirt. No, I did not compete, but am I that guy who will wear a shirt that I didn't earn? You bet your sweet ass I am. Oh boy, where to start with the 2024 Phoenix Highland Games? How about at the beginning? So usually you will see the Highland Games website and it'll say like open registration for dancers, bagpipe players, and athletes, right? And you usually sign up through that website, or at least there's a link through that website that takes you to another one. This time around, I believe they didn't post anything on the website that said, "Hey, registration is now open for athletes. You can now sign up." You had to go to a different website called Iron Podium, which is a website that does like strongman events, I think powerlifting events, and Highland Games, and like all the strength-focused athletic events, if you will, I guess. And through no one's fault other than my own, I missed the registration for the lightweights, which I am the lightest of the lightweights. The lightweight class filled up real quick this time around, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? So I emailed Heather, the director, and it actually happened to be her birthday on Sunday.
Happy birthday, dear Heather. Happy birthday to you.
So happy birthday, Heather. I emailed Heather. I'm like, hey, I missed the lightweight registration. Which class would you recommend that I'd register for? Because I still wanted to throw. She recommended the C class, which is basically novices, people brand new to throwing in the Highland Games. Guess I'm not technically a novice. I've been throwing in the last Prescott and Phoenix Games for the last 2 or 3 years. Technically, I'm not a novice. I know most of the rules and how it works and, stuff like that. However, I am still the smallest person that I've seen on the field. And so it doesn't matter if I have years of experience versus a guy who's 100 pounds more than me. He's gonna throw a 26-pound rock further than I'll ever throw a 26-pound rock. Doesn't matter if he's had training, and I've been training my whole life. Doesn't matter. Mass moves mass. Remember that. Missed registration for the lightweights, registered for the C class, and was looking forward to it because I've been throwing with the lightweight class for the last couple of years, which is good because you get to know them. I was kind of excited to throw in the C class, which is like a brand new set of guys. And I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, throw with a bunch of new guys. And somehow I hurt my back a few weeks out before the competition. Don't know what I did. I can liken it to how my back feels when I am recovering from a lower back injury from a deadlift, because I've had plenty of those. I just woke up one morning and my lower back muscles were very sore, like they were in the process of recovery, if that makes sense. Anyway, so my back was hurting, and as you get older, you start getting a little wiser to paying attention to your body and what your body's telling you. And so I decided to not throw this time around, which kind of sucks. My mom flew out from Hawaii again, like she does every year for the Phoenix Highland Games. So she didn't get to see me compete because I wasn't competing. But it did offer me like other opportunities to enjoy the bagpipes and go to some vendors and like talk with some people and stuff. So that was cool. And actually Mitch, one of the guys who threw with me last year in the Prescott Games, he usually throws in the Masters 50 class. And so I got to see Mitch throw a couple times, which is cool. And then I watched a couple of the C class, which is the class I would have been in. I saw those guys compete, and which was awesome because a lot of those guys, I think when Micah, the judge, asked how many guys were new to the Highland Games, like their first Highland Games, like almost half of them raised their hand. It's always cool when I see new people entering into the Highland Games. Like, it just makes me super happy. Anytime you go to the Highland Games, get you some goddamn Welsh cakes, okay? And enjoy some of the music and see some of the dancing and go look at all the Irish wolfhounds. Man, those fucking dogs are awesome. They are the size of a greyhound, but look like a werewolf, which is just the wildest thing when you see one in real life. They're enormous. You cool your tits down there, okay? But long pause, dramatic pause, and hold on. Don't. That's a cat about to jump on a counter. How did it come to this? Hey! What did I just tell you? Piss off. Out of the kitchen. We'll do this now. Air quotes. Trains for the Highland Games when they're coming around. Hold on. Stop. Hey! She just jumped on the counter. Down! Down! I did that whole interview with Fox 10 News, right? It was probably less than 2 minutes. Probably a minute tops, right? But the only clip they used from that interview was me going, "It's enormous!" And so now Nick and Tracy like to make fun of me, like, about just saying, "It's enormous!" And we should probably have t-shirts and hats made that just say, "It's enormous."